Shows you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow, mysterious. That's the part you always show. You're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Alright guys, well, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the MIATA again. This guy. Creepy ass. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be working on the MIATA today. Don't remember or don't know if I showed you guys. Well, if you guys watched the previous video, you'll see how bad the actual sound system in this. I would show you, but when I try showing you guys, it actually works very well. So the problem is, we got a stock head unit, which requires a cassette adapter and a dongle and everything, and that's really annoying for like shifting and whatnot with the wire being in the way. And then, yeah. So the speakers are not blown, but when you do turn them up enough, turn them up high enough, they get really flat and they start getting raspy and staticky. So what we're gonna be doing today is not only upgrading the head unit, like I showed in the previous video. We're gonna be let me put that there. So we're gonna be doing some dual 6.5 speakers on the doors, and then a Pioneer Bluetooth audio system. This one's pretty cool. It has like Bluetooth talk and text, or talk and music. It has stereo capability or steering wheel capability, aux and everything else, and then it has like a smartphone app, which is pretty cool. And 2 devices can actually pair at the same time. So if you have somebody with you, you can double sync. I didn't see anything. All right, so let's just begin. So first, what you want to do is get yourself a little tool, like something like this, just so that you can take off trim pieces and like little screw caps off without actually damaging it, because if you use a screwdriver or a flathead, you might actually bend and damage the plastic. Get yourself a Phillips head, pretty long enough so that it can go inside the channel that it will have. And we're gonna start off by doing the speakers. You want to tell us what we're going to be doing?
Alright, so I guess we're going to pair these. So we got some sound stuff over here. So we got the speakers. We're going to be replacing the speakers in the doors. We're going to be replacing the stereo because I have the stock stereo.
Yeah, we'll show you how bad it sounds in a bit.
Yeah.
The problem is the speakers they don't sound that good when you're putting them up. So right now they sound alright. You can hear them. You can hear them pretty good, but they sound bad when you put them up. Yeah, I don't know if you hear that static, but it's just like music with static. It's just combined all there together. Might not be able to catch it on the camera, but it's horrifying. So yeah, it's time for an upgrade because that's annoying. It was only at about sound level like 20 something, and it started getting staticky. So yeah, we gotta change that. Alright, so what you want to do, you want to use your little toothpick tool thing to actually get in here and take that little cap off. The reason why you don't want to use a screwdriver is because this is plastic, like a hard, like vinyl material plastic, and then this is going to be a rubber material. And if you try using a screwdriver, you're actually going to end up denting it like somebody has already done previously, like right there. And it's all scratched, and then there's damage on here too as well. there's like a little dent right here from previous use. But if you use a toothpick tool, then you should be fine. And as far as removing the door, it's actually super simple. You're gonna have a screw here, a screw right at the door, and I believe there's I think that's it. Oh no, there's two under this armrest. So there's one right here and one way in the back. So literally just unscrew these guys right here, like so. Alright, so once you guys get this armrest off, it's as simple as taking off this one right here.
You have a brick.
A what?
You have a brick.
A brick?
Yeah, to step on the brakes.
Why?
To step on the brakes.
Oh, let me do that. Alright, once you guys got that off, kind of just want to wiggle this little cover off, like so. And then just start prying at the actual bottom portion. It's gonna be the best way to pry on it, because then it doesn't damage it. Oh my god. Especially since Mazda's, this Mazda in particular, this section is separate to this. You don't want to actually cause damage to that portion. There we go. And then once you have it all taken off, you just pull up and that's it. So as far as the speakers are gonna go, it's gonna consist of, so there's a speaker. So as far as the speakers are concerned, they're gonna be, damn it. Freaking tripod. There's gonna be 3 screws right here. I should be using the drill. You can't get the tire off? Why? Is it stuck to the hub?
Yeah.
Just kick it. Kick it. Okay. There's that. And then you're gonna want to push down on this clip right here. Push down. Yeah, push down and unclip it. Oh, it's a stiff clip. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're gonna want to try to use a screwdriver or something. This is really hard to get to, actually. And then as far as determining what is positive and what is negative, you're gonna want to use a electrical tester. So let me go get one of those, and then I'll show you guys the new speakers. All right, so as far as the speakers gonna consist of, I have one of them right here. Comes in, well, I took this one specifically from one of the boxes. Oops. And it's gonna come with, ooh, perfect. Let me see. Let me open this and look at it real quick. It's gonna come with little cables. That's gonna go for this. And then hardware, extra screws. So let me get the tester and then I'll show you guys what is positive and what's negative. Since the battery's in the back and my tester's not long enough, what I'm gonna do is get the positive terminal right here and shove this wire in there. And then you bring this over. You bring this over, you grab that wire, and you want to put your alligator clip on the wire. And to see, oh dang it, to see which one is positive and which one's negative, just test both of them. So the bottom one, actually, the one that's horizontal, is gonna be your negative wire. And then the top one's gonna be your positive wire. So that means in this driver's or passenger side, green and red is negative, red and white is positive. So after you find that, you do the wiring, and then you're pretty much good to go. So let me go do the wiring real quick, and then I'll show you what I do. I ended up having to pre-drill some new holes, so I don't actually want to put new holes into this because this already has hardware on the actual door. And I was just gonna do, some people could do like just self-tapping, but I didn't want to do that personally, just to retain the OEM look, and I don't want that rusting over time or anything. And so what I did instead was I used one hole as the guide first. So I put one screw in one existing hole in the speaker, and then I lined it up to that white one of the two, these two, and then I just made a new hole there and a new hole right, oh no, that's not new, and this one right here. So made two new holes, those two, and then I used this existing hole to measure those two, and we're A1. So as far as the audio, I put two mail-ins in the harness that it brings, right? So this is what it brings, and I put two mail-ins so that way I can put them inside the existing plug without cutting it, because I don't want to cut it. It's not my car, so I need to preserve it as much as possible. And like I said before, green and red is gonna be ground on the driver or passenger side. Red and white is gonna be power. So I paired that up with white and black for power on the harness, and straight just black wire is gonna be your ground. And then these guys, the actual plug that you comes with, there are two different sizes. One of them is a bigger clip, and the other one's tiny. So you really can't mess it up when you plug it into the actual speaker. As far as installing, like I said, one of them is gonna be the big one, which you just plug in, and then the other one's gonna be the small one, which you just slide on right there. Did I actually put that on? Oh yeah, okay. So then you kind of just feed the wire through, and then you get your old screws. It does bring new ones, but I'm not gonna use them since I used existing hardware, or existing, yeah, hardware and holes. Kind of just do that. Oops. So just tighten them very softly with the drill on a low setting, and then just double check them with the screwdriver and making sure they're snug. Don't over tight, because these are just plastic little like washers, so they will strip. And that's pretty much it. So as far as the music goes, let's see how they sound real quick.
Okay, here's my phone.
Kind of put it up your nose real quick.
Yes, sir.
Oh, for a second I thought your window was cracked.
What?
I saw that on the corner. Yes, sir. So they sound actually way better. And then just to show you guys a little bit of a comparison, I don't have the other one, but I can show you when I do the other side. The magnet on this, as you know, is super tiny. The other one's like actually like that big and like probably like that thick. So more bass. And then these guys have like little baby tweeters on the side. So not only are you getting your big speaker, but you're getting baby speakers on that, on this particular model. It's particular. Right, I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'll go back to you guys when I can show you an audio clip of both sides working. We're done with the speakers on both doors. We haven't done the head unit just yet, but we'll do that in a little bit later, or probably another day. But let's show you guys how the audio actually sounds real quick. Oh, you can see them inside. Yeah, fast forward to like a good part. That's it for that. They sound pretty good so far. They're gonna sound a little bit weird still because the stock head unit's still in, and that's gonna throw off the audio just a little bit. It's not tuned or anything, and it does keep the little raspiness, especially still being a cassette plug-in, because we used it, like I said before, we used a little cassette adapter. But as soon as we have Bluetooth, and we might upgrade the seat ones back here or something. But as soon as we have the Bluetooth head unit it should sound better, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But for now,